Is that Angus looking for you? Angus getting in a tiz because he can't find Pandora. Hey? Here we go then. Good girl. Ready? Good girl. Come on then, Fidget. Come on. Come on. You've got to have it. I know. I know you don't want it. Come on. Let's get it down. Let's get it down. Come on, Mabel. Come on. Yeah. She's had too much of this now, I think. You're fed up. You just don't want any more, do you? Come on. You stay still for me. Stay still. Good girl. Good. And we'll quickly get the other one. Come on. Just one left to go. One left to go. Oh, this is impossible. Ready? Good girl. Well done. Unfortunately, we did lose Pandora, and the guinea pigs had been on antibiotics for 2 weeks. How are we doing? Oh, here's Angus and Mabel, bless them. So they'd been on antibiotics for 2 weeks, and I thought we were kind of getting to, like, I thought that things were looking better. They'd been on the antibiotics, they'd seemed to be doing okay, and yeah, it'd been a little while since any of them had passed, so I figured we were kind of getting to the other side of it. And then on the 1st of January, I found Pandora just lying there in the cage, like first thing in the morning. So obviously that was quite a shock. She had been showing symptoms for about 2 days prior, so yeah, it was just a couple of days after they'd finished the course of antibiotics. It's really unfortunate, and I did kind of think they were going to all be alright, but we're almost a month on now. I kind of had time to process everything, but yeah, obviously it were a real shame because I thought she'd be okay. So we are just down to Mabel and Angus now, and yeah, put the food in for them. And if you've not really been following the videos, basically the story is Mabel had a really bad ear infection. Here's Mabel. So Mabel had a really bad ear infection, and it was so deep rooted that it basically caused an abscess which ruptured on her head. So the ear infection seemed to have cleared up, but the abscess had formed, so I think the infection had just gotten so deep that it had gotten so far. Angus. Yeah, basically, you'll know the story anyway if you've been following the other updates, but that happened, it ruptured, and the other guinea pigs were then essentially had been exposed to this bacteria, which unfortunately led to very rapidly fatal pneumonia and septicemia in the guinea pigs, which was highly contagious. And yeah, we really did all we could for them, got them on the antibiotics as soon as we could, but I'm just wondering if it maybe developed some resistance, because like Pandora had been on the antibiotics for 2 weeks and she still passed. So it is really unfortunate. It was an awful way to lose them. And we are just down to 2 now. So this is Mabel and this is Angus. They have been getting on so well together though. Angus is an absolute sweetheart. He really does love Mabel. And Mabel's not in the best condition. If you can kind of see, she's a little bit scrawny compared to Angus. She's a little bit underweight at the minute, and I think the infection kind of took its toll on her a bit, plus the fact that she's had to have a lot of antibiotics to try and clear this infection that she's had, because even after the 2 weeks there was she was starting to go downhill a little bit. She was having like watery discharge from the eyes. She was, you know, her breathing wasn't looking too good, and she was doing a lot of coughing and stuff. So she did have to have a little extra course of antibiotics on top of what she'd already had, just to try and shift anything else that was still left. And yeah, she's completed that now, and obviously I don't think she's in the best condition, but at the moment she's still eating really well. She's got a great appetite and she doesn't seem in pain or anything, so that's the main thing. And yeah, she's been going on so long now, bless her, and her abscess is totally cleared up. You'll see all the hair around her head has grown back as well, which is great news. So from that point of view, it's all looking good. I guess it's just seeing how she goes, really. Trying to get that little bit extra weight back on her. I mean, she doesn't really look too skinny from the video. I think just their weights are very different. She's probably she's just under 800 grams, which is a bit too light for what I'd like, really. Angus is well over a kilo, so he's a great weight. But yeah, she does need to put a little bit more on just to get her back in a better condition. So I think that's pretty much all there is to it, really. The last few weeks I've just been trying to get everything cleared out in the stable. It was a little bit morbid, to be fair, going up there and just seeing the cage set up and no guinea pigs in there, so I got that all swept out and we basically scrubbed everything clean. I just didn't really like going up there and seeing it all set up and just empty. It was, yeah, not so nice, really. The little bit of research that there is out there about this infection in guinea pigs, it's because it's a streptococcus infection, and the bacteria seems to be worse for female guinea pigs. I'm not entirely sure why this is, but the little research there was out there, it was saying that the males seem to be less, like vulnerable to picking it up. I'm not entirely sure why that is, but it does kind of make sense since we are left with Angus. And I think the reason that Mabel's still with us is because she got gradual exposure since she was essentially the host of this infection, whereas the others were just immediately, I don't know how to explain that, but they weren't gradually exposed to the bacteria like she was. So I think the fact that it was from her, if you like, and she was gradually exposed to it from the infection that she had, I think she's maybe developed a little bit of like resistance to it, which is why it didn't make her as sick as obviously it caused the pneumonia and septicemia in the others. And I think that the reason why Angus hasn't been affected is probably because, like the research says, the males are less vulnerable to it, which is, yeah, quite a strange concept, really. I'm not entirely sure why that is the case, but anyway, I'm super grateful to still have them both. And yeah, he would really struggle on his own because he's such a loving boy and he absolutely loves his females, and him and Mabel get on super well together. And Mabel's quite a little fighter, so she's done her best really to get this far. So that's about it, really. I'm sorry it was a bit depressing. We're still kind of getting through it. You know, we're not quite at the end of this yet, but I think because it's been a month now, obviously I'm super grateful to still have them both, because yeah, it's been just devastating to lose all the others, but to still have these two, Angus and his little mini-me. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.